Good evening, everybody. Time is 6:30 p.m. The date is Wednesday, May 29th. I'd like to call this regular town board meeting to order by asking everybody to please stand and say the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, at this time, if you see on the agenda, I need to call for a quick 5-minute executive session to discuss a personnel issue. I'll make the motion. Do I have a second? Second. Motion made by myself, seconded by Councilman Maluta to go into a brief executive session to discuss a personnel matter. All in favor? Aye. Aye. Any opposed? So carried. We are in executive session. We're back again. No decisions were made, no money was spent. I move we go back into an irregular session. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion is made to go back into a regular meeting, seconded by Deputy Supervisor Murphy. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So carried. With that, do we have any public comments and/or questions on agenda items only? Seeing nobody approaching the podium, I'll now go into public hearing on Town of Dover Draft Sustainability Chapter. At this time, I move that we open a public hearing on the Town of Dover Draft Sustainability Chapter. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made by myself, seconded by Deputy Supervisor Murphy to open the public hearing. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? So carried. Public hearing is now open. Madam Clerk, would you like to say anything or no?
No, just to fill you in that we had a public information session right before the last regular town board meeting on the 24th, and we did have some folks come and take a look at the 11 different posters that we showed with the overview, background, highlights, and recommendations. And since that time, we've posted it on the website, and so at this point, unless there's further public comment, then perhaps you might consider adopting it later in the meeting if that's your pleasure.
Everybody good with that? Everybody good with closing this public session? Hearing no other comments, seeing nobody else approach the podium, I move that we close the public hearing on the Dover Draft Sustainability Chapter. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made by myself, seconded by Councilwoman Jackson to close the public hearing. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? So carried. Hearing is closed. Reports of the Recreation Department and Highway Superintendent. Julie?
Julie Muncy for Town of Dover Recreation Department. So today we had our, Dutchess County had their annual senior picnic. We're always the first one of the season. They have like 8 or 9 more every week until the end of the summer. So we have about 340 seniors down at the park today. But I want to thank all the volunteers and my staff for helping with the parking setup and cleanup today. Then we also have next is Cleanup Day, which is this Saturday on June 1st at 8 a.m. Please meet under the pavilion, and Supervisor Yino will do his safety spiel that he does every year. This Saturday as well, we have a beginner pickleball class. It's from 12 to 3. So a beginner pickleball class is somebody who's only played once or twice or none at all. So that's who we're looking for to do these classes. And then next week we have advanced beginning pickleball class, which is next Saturday on June 8th from 10 to 2. And advanced means you've played more than 6 months, but you would like to know a little more of the details of how to play pickleball. Theater, also next weekend on the 8th, we have our theater auditions for Shrek Jr. So that's Saturday the 8th from 10 to 12, and then on Sunday, June 9th, from 2 to 4 at the Boys Park at the community center, at my offices. Day camp registration is still open. We have another month for registrations to come up. We start July 1st to August 9th, and then we have a playground program which goes from the 9th for 2 weeks after that. In August, we'll be having a basketball and volleyball clinic. That'll take place in August, but we're just waiting for a little more details as to when, but we'll be putting that out on Facebook as well as our website for people to register for that. And then we have our summer theater concert starting July 20th from, the first one's July 20th from 6 to 8, and that's for the New Desperation. That's our first band playing under the pavilion at Boys Park. And then last but not least is our Dover Community Day is on September 21st, so looking for vendors. They can come down to the office, I can email an application, or they can get it right off our website. Any questions?
Yeah, Joel, how is camp
going?
Camp's going good. So far, we have over 65 registrations. So within the next month, when the parents realize kids are going to be home.
What did we have total last year?
I think we had about 100 or 100, 110, give or take 105, something like that. So we'll get there.
Okay.
A few more. Any more?
See me quick after the meeting. I have a list of a couple roads
Okay.
that did not get done, or sections of road that didn't get done by the county, so
Okay.
that way I don't forget them on Saturday.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else?
Good job today.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it was a good day.
Yeah, it was
The
nice.
weather held out.
Yeah, till the end, so that was good.
Me and Mr. Pulver gave out a lot of hamburgers.
Yeah, they did. Thank you.
Yeah. Highway Superintendent Jason Sartori.
Jason Satori, Town Highway Superintendent. This month, the Highway Department's been pretty busy. Spring came and summer's starting to kick in here a little bit now. So we've started mowing and weed whacking the roads back. We've also started grading our dirt roads. We're a little behind in those because of the weather. We need more than like one day of dry weather and then it rains for 2 days. We need a couple, 2 or 3 days to get things done correctly, otherwise it's just a muddy mess. We've already done the Ridge, Cooperstown, and most of Southeast Mountain, and we've done Old Forge. We also have left to do now is Dual Hollow, Leather Hill, that area there, which really wasn't that bad. We did a lot of work on it over the winter because of the mess that was left because of the frost coming out and stuff like that. So they're pretty good, and we'll catch up on those as soon as we can. I would also like to thank Steve Vincent for the Jersey barriers that he let us borrow for the Feeney House in the corner with the situation that's going on there. I appreciate that. That really helped us out a lot. We are going to get ready to start paving Berkshire Road. We did 4 pipes changed on that road 3 weeks ago. Today, Peckham Road came, and we're doing rebates, which is cutting the blacktop back on driveways and in the roads and stuff like that, so the blacktop will meet evenly with everybody and get their aprons ready. So that should be started on Friday. We'll start paving that. If anybody's out there listening, on Friday when we start doing that, if they try to use a different route than driving up and down Berkshire Road, we're going to put up signs to try to keep people out as much as we can, but it'd be much appreciated because it's kind of narrow through there and there's going to be a lot of trucks and equipment through there. So if anybody's listening, if they could stay away from that area as much as they can, use the alternate routes to go around and stuff like that. When we're done with that, we're going to do Old Pauling Road and Gobbler's Knob, and that will start next week. We might get there tomorrow doing the rebates again on driveways and the roads and stuff like that where it's cut back. And hopefully we do, and then sometime next week we'll be doing that paving also with Peckham Road. And that's it right now that we're working on, so we've been really busy getting that done. And I'd like to thank the guys and my team for getting it done. They've been really working hard doing it. Terry for keeping all of us straight, and that's it.
You said this Friday for Berkshire Road?
Berkshire Road will be this
All right.
Friday. It
I'll
was
try to
supposed
get
to be
it.
Monday, but if you can, shoot something out there for the people.
I'll try to
Let
get an
them know.
update out there for you.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank you. Anything? Questions? Nothing?
Nope.
Thank you.
Reports of the supervisor and the town board members. Councilman Holmes.
Just talked with Jason some about the projects that are up and coming, and got a lot of work ahead of them.
Yeah.
Town, Highway Department.
All good? Councilman Maluta?
I just want to, one more time, thank everybody for it was limited, but we had a wonderful Memorial Day ceremony at the rec park. The weather kind of held us off. I appreciate everybody on standby that was ready to go, but the weather proved that we needed to just shorten it a bit. Hopefully next year it'll be better. It'll be in Dover next year, but I want to thank everybody that helped with the flags, the Dover Lions Club, all the individuals that helped, and we all need to remember, let's live a life worth their sacrifice. And again, I appreciate everybody who helped out with that. And then a wonderful time today with the seniors, and it's all good.
All right, thank you. Councilwoman Jackson.
Just wanted to, Dover Plains Library has a lot of activities coming up and a summer reading program. Check them out on social media, Dover Plains Library, or their website. And we just want to encourage everybody to come to the townwide cleanup day on Saturday, especially if your child or grandchild needs community service hours for the school. They can contact me at the school or just meet us at 8 o'clock on Saturday morning at Boyce.
All set? Thank you. Deputy Supervisor Murphy.
So, small report, just wanted to give kudos to the planning board of this town. I don't say it enough, and Marilyn and that team and Ryan, they do a great job. I just wanted to acknowledge that, the last couple of meetings that I've gone to and a couple of that I've missed, they really do a good job. So again, I just wanted to give them the recognition that they deserve. And again, Councilman Maluta, you guys did a great job. Looking forward to next year. Hopefully the weather will hold out for you. That's my report.
Mother Nature hasn't been too cooperative with anything this year. Right, Jason? Yeah. Okay. Report of the supervisor. I have a couple things. We did touch base on this Saturday, June 1st, cleanup day, so I will skip that. On a very touchy note, though, on the 16th, I was contacted by a Miss Mosiello about some speeding and reckless driving in the Woodwinds development. Since then, I assure you, I have been in contact with several people. One is Sergeant at the DCSO, that's the Sheriff's Office, and our State Assemblyman. And I've also had a good, long conversation with our Highway Superintendent and our council about this. We are asking the DCSO to either put an extra patrol on, which we do budget for, or more frequented trips through the development to try to keep people's attention. With the state, we are asking that they simply approve our request based on infrastructure and the information that we have provided to them about that infrastructure and the development. I have requested a much slower mandatory speed limit. I'd like to see it go as low as 20 miles per hour. They will usually not let any speeds below 30 or 25, we've also been told, but I have something to read tonight. Again, Assemblyman Bepan, AJ Bepan, has been helping me and moving forward on this. We will be placing our speed monitor to collect data as well when we can get it out there and the guys have time to dispatch it out there for us. This will show the need to the state with the data that we collect. It does collect data. It does show the frequency of how often the road is used and the speeds that are being used at, correct?
Correct.
All right. Again, it is a must-needed change. This has been a topic since I've been on the board, and I hate to say it that way, but it has been. We've tried different ways, we've tried different things, but it always came down to financial issues, the study, but I have read something to read today that will help us. Signs will be placed once we can do this. And the comments that it falls on deaf ear, well, I disagree with that, but we are going to do whatever we can with this. As for the pictures of the damaged areas, I need more information. I need a video. I need a license plate. You need to file the report if you see it happening and witnessing it happening, not me. So that's where we'll take this from now. But I did receive this from the Assemblyman today, Assemblyman Bepan. We spoke with our Assembly Council Friday when we were in Albany, and as long as the town attorney can confirm that the road is a town road and a road that is fully maintained by the town, then you can proceed with the following. Below are two sections of vehicle and traffic related to establishment or modification of speed limits on city, village, and town roads. Section 1622 relates to the establishment of speed limits on county roads and town highways. According to this section, the Department of Transportation may, upon the request of town boards of the towns affected by the town highways, establish speed limits higher or lower than 55 miles per hour, but no such speed limit can be lower than 25 miles per hour. The DOT may establish maximum speed limits on or along areas within boundaries submitted by the town board lower than 55 but not lower than 30. That was the one section. The next section I'm going to read is the one he actually sent to us and highlighted. Section 1643 allows the legislative body of the city or the village or any city or village to establish speed limits higher or lower than 55 but cannot be lower than 25. All right, as mentioned above, the consultation with the town attorney may be helpful in determining the proper path to take. So, the way I understand this, council, is we can establish a speed limit no lower than 55. Is the way I read that, Tom? I'd have to research. Okay.
No lower than 25.
No lower than 25.
25.
I'm sorry.
higher than 50.
No higher than 50, no lower than 25, sorry. If we understand this the way this reads, I'd like to put that in place. So we'll research that? Yes. All right? So that's the first part of that. Again, I appreciate the people reaching out to me. I assure you, we are trying to do something here, okay? We are trying to do something and put it in place so that the signs hold a little weight instead of just being there, okay? It'll actually be an established miles per hour. I think that's pretty plain, right? All right. As you all know, we have been holding special meetings about the possibility of building a rec center. There will be a public vote on July 27th to approve or not to approve the borrowing of $9.5 million in order to design and build this facility. We will continue to hold special informational meetings the next couple months, right up to the date of the vote. These are the times to have questions asked and answered as possible. Please, if you have any questions and/or comments, reach out to us. We will give you the proper information that you need to hear, other than it's just a waste of money from those who feel it's a waste of money. Call us. We'll tell you the positive side of this project. All right? Anything else? Madam Clerk, you have anything?
No, thank you.
Council? Okay, we move on. Resolutions. Why does it always do that to me? There we go. Bill Gates, I am not. There you go. Get it?
There you go.
Exit all out and try it again. I don't know, work on it. Resolution to authorize and approve consent agenda items. Be it resolved that the town board of the town of Dover does hereby approve the following items for consideration and adoption on the May 29, 2024 town board regular meeting consent agenda. Authorize the payment of abstract number 5 of 2024 in the amount of $196,242.35. Accept minutes of the town board meeting of April 24th, 2024, and a special town board meeting of May 15th, 2024. Approve the town clerk's report for April 2024. Approve the town supervisor's financial report for 2024, and authorize budget transfers, budget amendments, and payment of off-abstract purchase orders and accept unanticipated revenues as prepared and submitted by the town's bookkeeper. I'll entertain a motion.
Second.
Brought by Murphy, seconded by Maluda. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? So carried. Making sure we got sound here. Somebody's trying to get me. Resolution approving 2024 seasonal summer employees. Whereas the Town of Dover Recreation Department Director has provided the Town Board of the Town of Dover with her recommendations for 2024 Town of Dover seasonal employment. And whereas the Town Board of the Town of Dover has reviewed the Town of Dover Recreation Director's recommendations for 2024 seasonal employees. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Dover hereby approves the following individuals for the 2024 Town of Dover seasonal employees as attached hereto and made a part hereof this resolution at the pay rates contained herein. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Brought by Jackson, seconded by Murphy. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? So carried. Authorize the use of parking at Boyce Park for Camp Rama Family Visiting Day. Whereas Camp Rama has requested the use of the Boyce Park parking lot on July 29, 2024 for their family day, and whereas for traffic and safety, Camp Rama has requested the use of Town of Dover constables. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Dover does hereby authorize Camp Rama to use the parking area at Boyce Park designated by the Town of Dover on Sunday, July 29th, 2024, for their family day, along with Town of Dover constables for traffic and safety purposes. And be it further resolved that the Camp Rama will reimburse the Town of Dover for the cost of the use of the Town of Dover constables on July 29th, 2024. I'll entertain a motion.
Can I just suggest a change? The Sunday is July 28th, 2024.
Julie?
We'll do the motion and second first, and then we'll
Is
just...
it the date that's wrong or the day?
I think it's always on a Sunday. I just know our vote is the 27th.
You want to just make a motion and correct it?
Yeah.
We have a motion, we have a second. If everybody's okay with us accepting it and then just making the correction for the minutes, can we do that?
You didn't do a motion yet.
I didn't do a motion yet?
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded by Jackson and seconded by Murphy, and put in the correction into the minutes on the proper date or day. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Resolution to adopt the 2024 Town of Dover Sustainability Chapter as a supplement to the town's 2022 Comprehensive Plan update. Whereas in 2019, the Town of Dover received a New York State DEC Climate Smart Community Certification Program grant to develop a sustainability chapter supplement to the town's comprehensive plan. And whereas the town's Conservation Advisory Council, the CAC, and Climate Smart Dover Task Force helped coordinate the development of the draft sustainability chapter with oversight of New York State DEC's Office of Climate Change and Technical Assistance of WSP USA, Inc., an environmental consulting firm. Whereas the purpose of the sustainability chapter is to educate and empower town officials to develop and implement policies, procedures, and programs that advance goals of sustainable growth and development and help residents learn, internalize, and implement more environmentally sustainable and responsible choices and practices in their daily lives. And whereas public input on action items of the draft chapter was obtained through an online community survey, review of draft chapter iterations by the CAC, submission to approval by DEC's Office of Climate Change, and a public informational meeting was held on April 24th, 2024. And whereas the town board circulated for lead agency status, and the draft chapter was circulated to the Dutchess County Department of Planning and the Town of Dover Planning Board that deemed the publication to be a matter of local concern and consented to the town board serving as lead agency. And whereas the town board held a public meeting on May 29th, 2024, to solicit public comment on the proposed chapter, and now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the Town of Dover does hereby adopt the proposed 2024 sustainability chapter as a supplement to the 2022 Town of Dover Comprehensive Plan update. And be it further resolved that the chapter added as a supplement to the comprehensive plan update and shall be filed in the office of the town clerk and posted on the Town of Dover's website. I'll entertain a motion.
Second.
Brought by Murphy, seconded by Jackson. Discussion.
Long time.
Hearing no discussion. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? So carried.
Thank you.
Great job, Katie. and everybody else involved.
Thank you. I'll let him know.
Resolution to authorize purchase and installation of a split HVAC unit for town hall server room. Whereas the split heating and air conditioning unit in the town hall server room that was purchased and installed in 2014 is essential to the storage and security of town records, operation of municipal software programs, and broadcast of the town's website and live streaming of board meetings. And whereas this unit is not currently functioning properly to adequately ventilate the room that is already subject to overheating due to 24/7 operation and the room's absence of windows for security purposes. And whereas due to the equipment's age and chronic use, current deteriorating operations, and impending summer weather, the unit must be replaced to safeguard essential town information technology, IT, computer hardware, and infrastructure before the town's routine procurement process of advertising, vetting, and awarding sealed bids and requests for proposals for replacements can take place. Now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Dover hereby authorizes Benson Hill Enterprises to provide for the purchase and installation of a split HVAC unit in the server room at Dover Town Hall at a cost not to exceed $8,200. I'll entertain a motion.
Second.
Brought by Holmes, seconded by Maluta. Discussion. This was a matter of urgency. Thursday night, Katie came down and checked on it. I myself came down late Thursday and checked on it. Friday, it was not very well in there either. We got it in a Band-Aid fix throughout the weekend. I came down 2 or 3 times a day all weekend to check the temperature. It held its own, but it's on its way out, and with over $100,000 worth of a computer equipment in there, we need to do this, so we deemed it an emergency. It has to be done. The first available contractor that came through, we got it. So this is the resolution to do that. It's a need. All right? Anything else? Any questions? We have a motion and a second to approve this. All in favor?
Aye.
I abstain. 4 ayes, 1 abstain. So carried. Resolution settling the yearly stipend for town historian. Be it resolved that the town board of the town of Dover does hereby authorize a yearly stipend for payment of the town historian of $1,200 to be paid quarterly at a rate of $300 per quarter commencing January 1, 2024, which shall be paid retroactively for 2024. Do I have a motion?
Second.
Brought by Murphy, second by Maluta. Discussion. This is some paperwork. We went from 2 to 1. We went from 2 historians to 1. Okay? Hearing no further discussion, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? So carried. Resolution to authorize the hiring of a part-time student worker. Be it resolved that the town board of the town of Dover does hereby authorize the hiring of Abigail Anderson to the position of part-time student worker at an hourly rate of $16 per hour for a period not to exceed 30 hours per pay period beginning June 3rd, 2024. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Brought by Maluta, seconded by Jackson. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Resolution appointing a recreation director. Whereas current Town of Dover Recreation Activity Specialist Julie Muncy has now been classified by Dutchess County based on the results of a civil service test and pursuant to civil service law, the qualifications for the title of Recreation Director. And now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Dover does hereby appoint Julie Muncy to the title of position of Town of Dover Recreation Director based on the results of the civil service examination. This was the third thing. Do I have a motion?
Second.
Brought by Holmes, seconded by Maluta. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Things have changed where we can now give you the title that you deserve. Good job. And that's all the discussion I have. So all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Good job, Julie. Do we want to set a date for the next special meeting? For the rec center?
June 12th didn't work for me, and I'm not saying I have to, but I'll be out of town that night.
Okay. So June 4th is out? June 5th, you mean?
Yeah.
I'm no good
That's a
June 5th
holiday.
either.
Juneteenth is,
The 19th is actually a recognized holiday. Do we want to go to 12th? Or is that the day you're in?
That's the day
The
Katie's
tw-
not
the 12th.
available.
I'm not available the 5th. You're more than welcome to have a meeting, but I'm out of town.
Could we choose not a Wednesday, some other night?
Some other night?
No?
special meeting.
Yeah. Court's Tuesdays and
Court's
Thursdays.
Tuesdays and Thursdays, so you got a Monday, the 10th, the 12th, or it's a Monday, or Juneteenth.
Yeah.
That's just a week before the regular meeting.
I was just going to say, Marilyn, do we have a planning board meeting on the 10th?
Marilyn, is there a planning board meeting on the 10th? Yeah.
No, it would be it'd be the
Oh.
3rd and the 17th.
So we could do the 10th if people were available.
Tom, are you available?
I have to check.
You have to check?
If not, I'll be available by phone.
Okay. We'll look into June 10th. We'll send an email out. If everybody's good, please respond, reply all.
Would you prefer an earlier time?
5's a little too early. I don't get home till almost 4:30, quarter after, so
Let me just check.
5:30?
Sure, there's no DA court on Mondays, right?
I don't believe so. I think it's all
I think they
Tuesdays and
moved it
Thursdays
to
now.
Tuesdays and Thursdays. Okay, so Monday except for planning.
I mean, 5:15, 5:30. You gotta give me at least an hour to prepare.
5:30?
5:30. 5:30 meeting time. Start June 10th?
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Thank you.
So June 10th will be the next special meeting for the rec project
At 5:30.
at 5:30 PM. If all the emails come clear by Friday, we'll post it. Julie, that correction was Camp Rama needs the parking lot on Sunday, July 21st? That would be the correction to that? Are you going to reach out to Brett, or do we need to? You can email him, please, and let me know if there's any issues? 9 to 5. Okay. Let me know. Just attach me and Jan. Jan's the liaison to them.
So that's just parking, and then they bus them over to the camp? Or how do they do that?
They bus them. Yeah, it's throughout the day, though.
Yeah, the parents park there, and then
Yep.
they bus them over. Yeah, okay, I remember. I got it.
Okay, so that settles that one. Next special meeting is July 10th, 5:30. Okay, June 10th, sorry. What? What one?
Camp employees.
That was the camp employees, I read that.
Yeah, we did that.
Yep,
I didn't.
we just didn't read the list. The list was attached, it's read as attached.
Okay, sorry.
That's why we didn't do the names. At this point in the agenda, are there any public comments? Any public comments and/or questions? Please approach the podium. Seeing nobody approach the podium, you heard the meeting date, June 10th, 5:30. And then the next regular meeting will be June 26th. That'll be a regular time, 6:30. At this time, I'd like to move that we go into an executive session to discuss litigation and not return to the dais. Do I have a second? Motion made by myself and seconded by both Maluda and Murphy to go into an executive session to discuss litigation cases and not return to the dais. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? So carried. We're in executive session. Have a good night, everybody, and thank you.